Previously on The Ulcers. Jan deals with the problems of the scientist, the doctor, and the refiner, tying up those loose ends.
What the hell is this thing?
A custom-built rubidium-infused electromagnetic field generator. Normally, electromagnetic waves operate on a limited frequency spectrum. But with the extreme nature of rubidium particles, the possibilities become infinite. The frequency spectrum can be stretched so that our waves will be able to penetrate all potential landscapes and disturb their magnetic fields. In effect, pulling the proximity plane towards us, just like a magnet.
Really? It's that simple?
I prefer the word elegant, provided it works as expected. It would be much more reasonable to test this theory in a safer environment before putting it to such extreme use.
Well, we don't seem to have the luxury of testing anything in a safe environment. So I guess we'll just have to close our eyes and push the button.
Maybe your ignorance is a blessing in this case, because we don't have a choice. We are treading on thin ice here. Once activated, the module will start emitting an extremely powerful electromagnetic field affecting not only the outside world, but also inside the base. The effects are hard to predict, but it can be everything from instruments malfunctioning to the entire base being annihilated within minutes.
Sounds encouraging.
Once we turn this thing on and the internal structure materializes, you will need to act quickly. Climb it as fast as you can. Penetrate the prism entanglement, place the fragmenting device there, and press start. While you're up there, the rest of us will be fighting to keep the base in one piece. And if there's anything I can tell you for sure, it's that we will not be able to hold the fort for long.
So, I only get one shot.
Exactly. That's why it's vital that we have all hands on deck.
I think we have everyone we need.
It will have to be flawlessly prepared. Battery packs, robust radiation protection, abundant repair kits on stock. There will be no time to resupply, no way for you to come back to the base mid-mission. And no time for the rest of us to take care of anything other than protecting the base from falling apart.
And here I was, thinking you'd give me a pep talk.
Well, you're getting cold facts instead. Here's one crucial point. It will be wisest to start in the morning. You don't know how long it will take you to get up there, and the last thing you'd want to encounter is night radiation on top of that structure.
What if you can't hold it up for as long as I need, and the whole thing dematerializes while I'm up there?
Like I said, you'll need to be fast, and we'll need to be strong.
Right.
When you're ready to start, go to the foot of the structure and call me on the radio. On your signal, I'll activate this beast, and we'll see what kind of hell we've unleashed.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this party started.
Jan, it's not looking good down here. The base is under extreme pressure. Have a surge of electrostatic discharges. Instruments are unstable, but your battery might actually profit from that anomaly.
prism anomaly. Slowed me down. I need to press on. We're not gonna hold on for much longer. Get out there and destroy that son of a bitch. Almost there. What? Come on. Not more anomalies. It's gonna give in. Launch the device, quick. Yes, I made it. Here goes. Get the hell out of there. It's going to disintegrate. You need to get down now. No other way down. see how things are going back at the crib.
Cheers. Welcome back. We did quite well, don't you think? That was just flawless. I was craving a little... Thanks, Jan. We were all incredible. Given the circumstances, we're doing quite well. I'm really curious how who resides in my office? Did the dim sum place next to my apartment survive without my patronage? Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land. Hard to believe how far we've come. I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible. It's perfectly fine to be emotional about it. Cheers to us, huh? I mean, it's almost as if we've pushed this world to its limits, but also ourselves. Amazing what human resilience can do. Yeah, I still can't believe any of it. But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Ally Corp Big Fish, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship. What? Hide us? Why? You can't be serious. Why the hell are we supposed to hide? Are we a threat to anybody? All right. And what about the other thing? Okay, here comes problem number 2. I talked to Lena, and after what she told me, I'm not sure I can trust the corporal lady to keep her word and let you stay alive. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rupidium on board. Ally Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety. Hey, wait a minute. This is not what we were preparing for. Hiding and... what? Picking a fight with the rescue team? Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed? Are you willing to confront a military unit? Armed? Why didn't we know about this? Still having doubts if we should trust them? No way. I am not fighting anyone. That would be suicide. I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this. How about we negotiate? I could talk to them calmly, reasonably. Look, we're a team. We'll think of something, right? Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We can use that to our advantage. Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it. Okay, so maybe we could hide outside, wait until they enter the base, and lock them in somehow. And? What next? What? And just leave them? You do remember about the sunrise, right? Locking them inside the base and taking off without them would be a death sentence. But before they'd die, they'd have enough time to contact Earth and warn everybody. So what do you suggest? If we're really considering going to war with them, I'd say there's a much safer way to handle it. Such as, we could blow up the base with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare. Now, hold on a minute. No, there has to be another way than killing. I agree. Let's brainstorm. It should be something Jan could carry out on his own if we're really supposed to be hidden from them. Any ideas, Brainiac? We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them. Like a sleeping gas? Like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it. Devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you. A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee he'll have an opportunity to do that.
I say we take the risk. We've done impossible things before, and we can do it now. But killing? That would be new. And I don't think I want to find out how it feels to have blood on my hands.
We're not killers, for crying out loud.
Okay, I get it.
But we have to decide on something.
Just explain one thing to me. Why are we so scared for our lives all of a sudden? After everything we've been through, do we really want to end this as cowards? Look, I'm not a killer, none of us is, but we need to make one thing clear. If the gas doesn't work properly, we'll be screwed.
If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission. We are not killing those people. Not for the sake of success or anything else.
Thank you for saying that loud and clear.
Okay, you can decide all of that later. For now, we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We'd need to take control of that ship somehow. Lucas could help with that. I already talked to him, and he said he'd think it over.
Well, let's hope you hear from him soon, and we'll have him on board. Because if we don't, we'll have to create our own autopilot device, connect it to the onboard computer, and override the coordinates of our destination.
That sounds like a lot of additional work.
We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board. I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
Yeah, I did. And I figured we should sneak you in with our most precious cargo. Rubidium. How do you want us to fit inside a rubidium arc?
As long as it's not hazardous to our health. A rubidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
How about a fake module that's only pretending to be filled with rubidium?
That's it. We need to create a fake rubidium arc.
Huh. Something like a Trojan horse?
A Trojan horse rubidium arc.
Let's just not get carried away with the mythological references. It's the kind of bravado I'm allergic to.
Yeah, I like it.
That's settled. Do we have everything?
Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? You really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety, buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Whatever happens, we've got your back, man.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right?
Some things are just out of our control.
What a mature comment, Jan. I'm proud of you.
That's basically what I've been saying the whole time. Well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then
we get to work. Let's give it all we've got.
We're in this together. This is it. The last stretch.
Yes. No time to waste.
You come alive one day. They'll make you step inside to make you pay. So don't get stuck in pride, my love. When you'll be watching me from far above. As long as they come, hold your bones to break. Come only when the day comes, you can sail away, my child, my dear, my child, my love, my love. They'll take you far away, my king. They'll take you places you've never been. So don't get lost in thought, my aid. That can find us proud, only when the day comes, you can sail away, my child, my dear, my child, my love, my love.
Got a minute? We need to talk. So, we might be leaving this planet after all. Who knows what? People, I hope. Lucas, it's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, the ship's gonna be here anytime now. Have you thought about helping me out?
I have. And it's a big favor to ask. But I thought it over after we talked. That thing you said about Maxwell's patience, I have to confess something. It's not easy, but truth is, I knew what was going on. I just kept lying to myself. Yes, Maxwell did order me to delete files, and I did it without questioning, feeling good about myself and the grand vision for humanity I was part of. But then one day, this woman calls. I think she got through to me by accident. She was asking about her son. She sounded distressed and wanted access to his medical information, but I just hung up before I could hear what really happened to him. Well, now I know. The day before she called, I saw a patient being carried out in a plastic bag, but I looked away. And again, no questions. It was easier not to know. But those rumors about why Project Ela was shut down, well, I think they're true. I know they're true. I always did, but I just said it out loud for the first time. Oh. I feel so bad about it now.
Man, that's a heavy thing to admit. And I know it took courage.
It's good to get it off my chest. And I know one thing. I don't want to do that anymore. Be part of something I don't approve of. And the least I can do is help you to get your alters somewhere far away, where they have a chance to escape to freedom. We'll let Ally Corp retrieve the Rapidium when they find the ship eventually. Your alters deserve to live. And you deserve to choose their fate.
Thanks, Lucas. Let's do it. I know how much you're risking.
Yeah. Yeah, I am risking a lot. Maybe more than you know. But you risked a lot too. Just because I asked you to. And I think I've learned something from you, Jan.
Oh yeah? And what's that?
Sometimes you just have to shut your eyes and do the dangerous thing.
Doesn't sound like something Grandma would approve of.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask her yourself. I'm saving a spot for you in her calendar.
All right. We'd better get down to it then.
Yeah, right. In that case, I'll need you to prepare something for me. Because I'm not going to be able to use codes from Maxwell to hack the ship's autopilot system. You're going to have to give me a way in.
What do you need?
A rat.
A what?
A remote access transmitter. All you'll need to do is activate it once you're on board and align it with the ship's frequency.
Sounds simple enough. But where will you put the ship down?
That depends on the weather and have some ideas.
Lucas?
Good luck.
find myself in a proper, well-equipped lab again.
There's much to prepare, but what will happen in the meantime? Find out next time on The Alters.